China has been using several strategies to browbeat and to intimidate India. And those strategies are not just one-offs. They are intrinsically linked with similar Chinese strategies of global domination. Today, we decode what are the strategies being used by China to make its presence felt more emphatically in the Indian Ocean region and beyond, and what strategies India is using to counter those Chinese aggressions. The first and the most ambitious Chinese strategy is the Belt and Road Initiative. This includes creating a vast network of railways, energy pipelines and highways, both westward through the mountainous former Soviet republics and southward to Pakistan, India and the rest of Southeast Asia. As a significant part of this well-calibrated move, China has invested over $60 billion in China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is basically a collection of projects connecting China to Pakistan's Gwadar port on the Arabian Sea. And over 60 nations that account for 2/3 of the world's population have already signed on to the BRI projects or have indicated an interest in doing so. With this, China is putting the countries in a sort of dead trap so that when the time comes, these nations can't say no to China and would be forced to do whatever the Chinese demand. Then there is the strings of pearls strategy of China that has a very strategic dimension. It is aimed at the Indian Ocean region and more specifically at encircling India. The term refers to the network of Chinese military and commercial facilities developed by China in countries falling on the Indian Ocean between the Chinese mainland and Port Sudan. In fact, Beijing has spent the past decade trying to forge closer diplomatic relations with many Indian Ocean nations. Chinese corporations have financed commercial ports at Gwadar in Pakistan, at Hambantota and Colombo in Sri Lanka, at Chittagong in Bangladesh, and at Sittwe and Kyaukphyu in Myanmar. These ports are referred as pearls, and the semicircular shape formed by them is the string. If taken a closer look, these chain of strategically located ports would seem to encircle India's maritime borders. Another main Chinese presence in close vicinity to Indian shores are at Coco Islands, which are situated north of Andaman and Nicobar and are very strategically important. China is reportedly having a military base there as well. India, on its part, has its own strategy to counter this encirclement by China. Unofficially, it is called the necklace of diamonds. The purpose is to pay back in the same coin. It aims at garlanding China, or in simple words, it is a counter-encirclement strategy. India is also expanding its naval bases and is also improving relations with strategically placed countries to counter China's string of pearls. Necklace of diamonds involves building ports, extensive coastal surveillance radar systems to track Chinese warships and submarines, importing state-of-the-art surveillance planes which can track down Chinese submarines, operating airports in the neighboring countries to keep a check on the ports built by China, deepening defense ties, expanding bilateral relations with South Asian countries in Indian Ocean region, Southeast Asia, and carrying out regular military exercises with navies of USA, Japan, and Australia. India is developing Chabahar port in Iran, thus opening a new land-to-sea route to Central Asian countries bypassing Pakistan. Chabahar port is strategically located close to the Chinese Gwadar port in Pakistan and is close to the Strait of Hormuz. It also puts India in a strategically good position since it overlooks the Gulf of Oman, a very crucial oil supply route. India is building a deep sea port in Indonesia in Sabang. It also has strategic significance as it is close to the Strait of Malacca and India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Then there is the Duqm port in Oman, which is also close to Strait of Hormuz. India has also signed an agreement to access Changi Naval Base of Singapore, which is located close to the Strait of Malacca. All these ports and locations are very important strategically. So, as just explained, India has its own necklace of diamond strategy to counter Chinese string of pearls. We hope these two crucial geopolitical plans would be clear to you by now, and we certainly hope you would like this new video. Thank you for watching.